Holy scrap, we're getting into aluminum today, and our production's going insane. But more importantly, we might have found a way to revolutionize how we do piping in the game. Hello everyone, I'm Kibitz, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where last time we obliterated the swamp biome and collected all the bauxite we could out of it, so we could bring it all back to base with trains and then use it, of course, to make aluminum. The thing is though, we have some massive modifications we need to make to our base and to our auxiliary train station in order to make this all work. Because right now all the items are over there and we need to get them into here. So, bit of a problem, lots to do. So first up, remember to leave a like. On a good note though, we do have everything we need to get started. So for aluminum, we need the bauxite, a little bit of water, make silica in the Alumina Solution. Use that to make the scrap with some coal in the solution. And then we smelt down the scrap with some silica to make the ingots. And then from there, we need the ingots to combine with copper to make Alclad Aluminum Sheets. Because of course, those are kind of like the main goal. These are the Mark V belts that will help us around our factory. So really, we just have a ton of infrastructure stuff to do. And the first thing, of course, is making this train station work. And of course, the main point of a train station is to bring items back to base, but now how do we bring the items from here into our base? That's kind of like the big question. Because I really didn't, you know, I thought I had planned for this, but I don't think I really thought it through. So I was messing around over here. We're getting a little bit of oil. We actually don't need it yet, but I was using it as an example product of how we would bring items out of the station. And usually what I like to do is just go underneath the station and bring it on over. However, we're in a bit of a unique situation here where we already have items moving all over the place down here because, you know, we're working down here before. So we kind of have to do something maybe a little different. And I'm hoping if we get lucky, we could just have a floor. Oh goodness, train station's very laggy. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm hoping we could fit a floor just in between the train stations down here and the floor above. It's looking like it. Like if we look right over here, we have no concrete. But once we get a bit, we can see that we can build about here and then probably have a floor here. And it does fit above the train stations. And then we have about a wall and a bit to go up as well. So we could have like, what is it, a wall conveyor? Yes, one of these on the side. The problem here though, is although this would work, we have, how many train stops here? Well, there are 8 times 9. That's 72 different potential items that can leave out through this floor. And you see, if we just keep making these 3 wall hole conveyor things all the way down here, it's gonna look really, really bad with like 72 items just going straight across into our base somehow. Like, it's not a good looking solution. So we need something else. Oh, but I just thought of something extremely important, and that is whatever design we do down here, we have to copy above because we have another 8 train stations up there. Oh, goodness gracious. So if we try and go below the platform here, we go down there, go out that way, sure. But then up here, if we try to go low, we don't have a lot of room. We have that one little platform right there. Ooh, the plot thickens, doesn't it? Now, one option is we could have all of the items on the bottom floor go down and over, and then the top floor stuff can go up and over. That would work. However, we need this design to be pretty modular because we're always gonna need more items. We're taking over a planet, baby. We got like this done, and this area like half done. We still have pretty much, I would say about 80% of the world full of resources to gather up. So lots to do, and this will have to expand just exponentially. So we need a stackable design. So you know what? Maybe there is a possible solution. if we have the train stations like this, and we're it's kind of looking like we're forced into having like warehousing right here, we could bring everything to this side, have a warehousing type section over here, like maybe like a tower or something. That would go up and over the rest of the train stations, but then again, we need to have it modular going up. And you see, this is the thought process I have. I'm always thinking like, what about the next step after we do the project, right? And what about future Kibs? I think I got it. All the items will go warehouse up, go out through this way, and then there has to be a tower about right here. A super item spine, similar to the ones over there, that bring items up and over into our base. Okay. But now, after you figured out a possible solution, it's like, is it gonna look good? And having a huge tower going up this way, and having a bridge that goes over, probably won't. You know what? No, I know it won't. Okay, dude, bit of a problem. You know, ideally, I'd like to have the tower like right in here. Maybe then we could extend these platforms out, do the like warehousing and organization within a few tiles there, and then build the oh, I'm out of fuel. The dangers of getting lost in thought, right? Okay, like I was saying, we'd have a little bit of warehousing right around here, right around there, organize stuff, build a super tower right about here, and then that brings stuff over and in. And that would look pretty good because A, it's closer to our base, B, we have a smaller tower in front, so it kind of like blocks off the design. Ooh. But then, how would we make this work? Because we have this entire wall already covered with conveyor lifts, and this is bringing all the items from our existing train station up to the crystal oscillator production. Actually, you know what, this isn't a problem. We'd have to kind of mess with the designs of these pillars here. Yeah, you know what? That can work. You better believe it can. Okay, let's kind of try this out. Yep, and that kind of didn't work, and we should not have tried that out. Instead, we went with an entirely different idea of bringing all the items to the back of the train station, then over to here and up and over and boom, done. You see, go figure, it would be kind of difficult to bring all of the belts through all the train stations and through, you know, this pillar like ramp here that allows the trains to get up to the next floor. So we had to kind of, you know, tweak the ideas a little bit to fit reality. So we just did the easiest thing and brought everything to the back of the train station, which happened just to be over here. And yeah, moved some things around down there in the fuel generator spot and brought everything up. And also this idea is really good too, because now we have plenty of room to expand. Like I can move some fuel generators off that way, we can put some more towers over there, etc, etc. And that means we can stack up as many trains as we want, as many belts as we need, and all the towers in the world. Yes. And also look at all the pretty colors. Are you seeing all these pretty colors? It's gorgeous. I love it. Love it. And now that brings us up to this floor. So with all of our items here, we're gonna be able to make a handful of Alclad sheets. We still have more bauxite to get in the world, but we can at least get moving and grooving at this point. We have these two floors to work with, so plenty of space. Things for that easy. We have one slight maybe kind of problem. So that's down here. This is our first oil setup. And with the oil here, this is just like the straight crude oil to, plastic. Very inefficient. Because if we wanted to be like as efficient as possible with each 300 fluid per minute oil pipe here, each of these pipes requires 84 refineries to properly process. So on this side of the floor here, there are 60. And yeah, we need 80 per pipe. So we have like two options. Number one, we have them be built up on the next floor, some of these refineries. Or option two, we overclock some of these refineries to make it work. And you know what? We're gonna try overclocking them later. I'm gonna assume we can make it work. Haha! Yeah, we're gonna continue with the Alclad stuff today. But that's just kind of what's going on down here. I might have to fix this on a live stream or something like that. I don't know. Problem for future, Kibs. Right now, bauxite time. So on this floor here, once everything is all said and done and organized, the first thing we're gonna focus on is the cheap silica. So we just need the concrete and the silica, or the concrete and the raw quartz, and we can make cheap silica. This requires an assembler though, and based on my calculations, we are going to need 1,000 assemblers. Okay, actually like 44. And that's gonna be like the biggest part of our factory here. So if we got the biggest part out of the way first, we're gonna be in a pretty good spot, right? Right. Oof, these numbers though, spicy, spicy. But we'll try and make them work. Okay, well the numbers may be spooky, but honestly the process is super simple. Just the usual refinery setup where we have everything kind of entered through the front, overflows into the middle, then we have half the stuff go to the back, overflow back to the middle as well. Everything meets up right there. So we don't really need to care about load balancing when we do this kind of method. Like this is called the reverse overflow method, or at least that's what I dub it, where half of the materials enter from the start, half of them get split up to the back, both of them overflow into the middle and go into one machine. So since we had 11, 5, 5, 11th one is where everything overflows in the middle. So yeah, didn't need to worry about any of that. Don't need to worry about silica anymore, because the rest of the silica for the system is going to come in through bauxite production. Oh, but bauxite production. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So guess how much bauxite we have? We have 1,380 bauxite per minute coming in from the train. Okay, so what do you do with the bauxite? You make alumina. Right on. So we only have the one recipe where it takes 7 bauxite and 10 water to make the Alumina Solution and the extra silica we need. However, there's something I kind of maybe forgot about, just a tiny little thing that I should have maybe considered, and that is the water. Because 1,380 divided by 70 equals 19.71. So we need about 20 refineries, and 20 times 100 equals 2,000. So we need 2,000 water up here. All the way up here. Okay, so that would be a big issue if we didn't consider this way earlier and solve the entire problem. We are so smart. Past Kibs, gold medal for being the biggest brain person in the world. Because long ago in a distant land, we built this train station. It's been there for many, many, many weeks. And what this train station is for bringing packaged water to the base. So way over by our very first coal plant, on like the other side of the desert, we have a super massive water packaging train station, which brings over somewhere in the range of like 5,000 packaged water per minute. And oh my goodness, I came over here to check on the numbers and we have 6,600 water being packaged here and sent back to base. Oh, past Gibbs, platinum medal, platinum. Oh my goodness, and the whole system is literally done. I must have done this on a stream long, long ago. But yeah, we have the entire beltwork system all hooked up, ready to go. The overflow for all of the empty containers is set up and ready. Yeah, all good, all good. We might have to bring over some containers here to get the system started, but that's like hardly even an issue. And then upstairs, we got the train stations. All of the trains are hooked up. The beltwork is done. Oh my gosh. And now, is there water in here? No. Okay, so it looks like we do have to load the system maybe. Or maybe, let's check the other train station. Because maybe the water was already delivered. And it's looking like a negative Ghost Rider. Yeah, we have like the 2 decks here. Oh, the belt work is done. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, okay. So we just have to insert a bunch of empty containers into the system, and then GG. Oh my freaking goodness, I'm so happy with my past self. You guys actually don't even understand. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. This would have been just the most horrific nightmare in the world to deal with. Considering all of the work that already went into these spines here, dude, this on top of it would have been the hyper omega oof. Okay, cool. So then I'll just build a couple trains, we'll get this all moving, and then, wait, what did, past Kibs, what is this? Where's this going? This is for the water. It looks like I set up the belts to go back to the train station too. What was I doing with this? 99% of the time I know exactly what's going on in my base, but memory's lacking here. Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh my goodness, we're gonna have an item spine here for water. Wow. Okay, good thing we didn't build the train station tower here, or else that would have been a disaster. But this spine it's looking like it's pretty much ready to go. Yeah, it just goes up, everything will come down. We have the free space here. Planning, so good. Most overpowered strategy in the game. Alrighty though, there go our army of canisters. Oh, bud. Now we're getting that tasty, tasty water coming out. Now trains are getting loaded up and then unloaded at base. And just like that, we have like 6,000 water here. Oh yeah, and some of you are probably wondering why the heck I'm packaging the water instead of just piping it over. Like, it's not like it's like the craziest, biggest difference, right? Like, we just go from A to B. It's not a huge distance. We've done worse. And the reason is because trains are super, super convenient to like move stuff from A to B. And also making pump towers like this one here are a nightmare. An absolute nightmare that I am super not going through. And also considering our base, like we're gonna be going up to like space. So we don't want pumps going up to space too. That would be insane. And that's coming from me. So packaging the water was like the best idea for us. But yeah, now all we have to do is build up our spine here, have it go into the factory where we need it, and then things are actually really well set up here, where we have the water on the left and empty lines on the right. So once we empty the water out of the canisters, we send the canisters back here, they load balance properly into the trains, and boom, tire system, all hunky-dory. And now we can actually get to that bauxite processing. So where is it gonna be? Well, we have a huge floor here. We're gonna have to do a lot of our belt work in this space because, you know, that's where all of our belts are. So we'll probably just scoot things past our circuit breaker here and have them over here. Makes sense. There's space here. It's beside our other production, like why not, right? Also, this step makes silica. So of course, we need all the silica to be in one place too. So let's do that. Oh, wait a second here. Wait a second here. I just thought of something pretty cool. And that's that we're making a liquid. So, better yet, we should make this up higher. Because then for further processing, the Alumina Solution will have to flow down into the rest of the factory. Whoa! Freaking math and physics? Dude, I've ascended. Okay. Then we are going to have that right above right here. So we go up to that floor. That way we leave a little bit of room on that floor for like basic processing. Probably have like constructors and smelters just up there. And then we'll have these two floors for more refinery stuff. Cool! Oh man, I'm glad I caught that. It'll save us a lot of time. Okay, rad. And then we just need the 10 refineries. Oh man. It's been a while since I pulled out the old refinery hotbar, but here we are again. At least it's not like 100 or something. You know what? Could be worse. I'll get to belting and piping them in a little bit. First, I just want to plan out the rest of our factory here, because now that we have the solution... Oh, it's Alumina Solution. Ah! Sorry. Sorry. Now that we have the solution, we are gonna combine it with coal to make scrap. And oh, water. Hey, we can use that water to go through our system again. That's pretty cool. So now we don't actually have to use all the packaged water that we brought up. And also conveniently, I filled out this entire floor. So now all the solution from here will go into the refineries over here. That will make the scrap. Whoa, hey, things are kind of working out. So yeah, with the scrap, we needed the 18 refineries this time. And now after this, I suppose the solution and stuff will come in through this way. So materials will be entering through that side, and they'll leave to go downstairs on this side. Oh yeah, we're gonna need a lot of space for this scrap, because with this recipe, we're gonna be making 150 scrap per minute. So 150 times 18 equals like 2,600. That's a lot of belts. Actually, you know what? It could not be, because consider the following. We are just about to start making Alclad sheets. Alclad sheets are Mark V belts. Mark V belts hold 780 items per minute, brother. So that would be about 3.5. Yeah, 3.5 Mark V belts. So how about this? We're gonna build this system. All the items are gonna come all the way down here, doing whatever they're doing. And then we'll just lay out the belt work with Mark IV belts, which will upgrade once the system's done. Hey, 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 what a good idea there, Kibs. You better believe it. Then all those Mark IV belts will just be downstairs where we get to the foundry stage to make the aluminum ingots. And then we'll also have to make, oh yeah. No, we just go from the foundry stage for aluminum ingots, and then the Alclad sheets. Alclad sheets. Come on, they're right there, Kibs. There we go. Yeah, these just need more assemblers, and we actually only need like, what is it, 15 according to my calculations? Only 15 assemblers. Yeah! This is gonna work out wonderfully. But before we move any more forward, I'm gonna belt and pipe up the rest of these foundries, just so we know everything fits and nothing else has to be changed. Well, I got started on this, and man, hindsight being 2020, I wish I had changed things, because it just didn't click that, wait a second, we have 2 inputs per each refinery, and 2 outputs as well. So that's a lot of stuff going on. Should have left a little bit more room than normal, Kibs, but I didn't. So everything is squished together in this absolutely ridiculous fashion, but it works. Everything's all together, everything's hooked up, power lines, things are balanced, etc., etc. Oh, except I did something extremely weird, which is either going to destroy this entire project or revolutionize the game. So with the alumina, usually what I'd do is I'd be like, okay, 80 fluids per minute comes out of each refinery. All right, each pipe can hold 300 fluids, so we break down, I don't know, 2 and a bit machines into a 300 pipe. That 300 pipe goes over to the next set of machines. I balance it out correctly, and off to the races we go. Normal production line. But then I thought about fluids themselves, and why there might just be the one version of a pipe. Why, like seriously, why is that? With the belts, you can have up from Mark 1 to Mark 5, and then there's just one pipeline. Only one. What's the deal with that? I was thinking about this, and I tried something a little weird. So instead of load balancing all of the alumina, I combined it all onto one pipe. Just one pipe. Then with this one pipe, I am trying to increase the pressure of it to the absolute extreme. So we have all of these pumps here that will just increase like the flow rate and the head lift and try and build the pressure in the pipes, like, or try and build pressure. It's not technically in the game, but like the mechanics might check out. Anyway though, with the pressure so high, whenever the alumina goes into one of these machines to get used up, all right, it'll fill up this machine in like a second because the pressure's super high. And then immediately, because of all the pumps, everything will just get pumped super quick, and then to all subsequent machines. But this should only really work once all of the pipes are full. So once they are, we will see if it works or not. If it does, pipes revolutionized. Like, we can bring, oh my gosh, that opens up so many doors and makes life so much more convenient. Or, the other option is this entire strategy doesn't work at all. This entire system is broken, and I have to rip and tear this entire system apart. So, here's hoping that it works. We will check that out near the end of the episode though, when we turn this whole bad boy on. Right now, we are going to move and groove on downstairs, where we have all of the silica, and we'll have all of the scrap. So I've load balanced the scrap a little bit because things were a little weird. La-di-da-di-da, we end up with 4 equal lines of scrap. And now, with the scrap and the silica, we have to go and put it into just a few foundries. We only need, what is it? Let me check my notes. Wow, what a good idea. Oh, we only need like 11. Boom. So let me grab the materials for that. Easily done. So let's check the recipe now. So making the aluminum ingots. Wow. That's a big number. That's a big number. Okay, that's why we don't need that many. Oh my God. Okay, so 240 scrap per minute and 140 silica per minute. Oh, nearly. We have about 580 on both of these lines, and then this last line from upstairs will have 360. And then with this scrap, I've balanced things out to have, well, I recalculated, it was like 2,700 scrap per minute, so 2,700 divided by 4. The calculator's running 675 per minute on each. Okay, I gave it a second here and I figured out a plan. Since the numbers that need to be entering all these foundries is so big, like 240 items per minute, we are going to make 12 foundries instead now. So we'll underclock some of them and break them down into groups of 3 so they're easier to work with. Yep, so not too bad. And I figured out what to do with the little amounts and weird numbers we had. And I just load balanced the silica a little bit better. So we had 2 580 lines here, and then we had the 360 line from upstairs. And this one is just gonna be split up between the other 2 lines, meaning we're gonna have to upgrade these belts to 780 belts, and then everything just gets split up evenly through all of the machines. And just the first few here, on either side, are set to 25% clock speed. So this one, that one, and the one at the end there. Cool. So 2, 4, 6, 8, wait a second, 8. We need 11. Hold up, my math. Aha, they need to be on 75% clock speed. So yeah. So 75, 150, 225, 300. Cool. Yeah, math. It's a time. But what's an even better time is getting to the final stage of our production process, making the Alclad sheets. And it's not even too bad. All we gotta do is get 12 of these bad boys, which we even have the materials for, and organize them and hook them up. So they need the aluminum and copper, and we have like 1 billion copper back over at the wall over there. So we'll just take a little bit of belt work and we are good. We'll divide these into rows of 4. Yeah, we will be doing that. It'll just be convenient. And there's nothing crazy with this. 60 per minute, 22.5 per minute. Nothing crazy at all. Yep, everything ends up working out, no big deal. We just have our machines in, couple them on 25%, and oh my gosh, we've done it! The Alclad sheets, 450 of them per minute. We'll be scooting on through here and storing up in these bins. Oh. Then we can bring them down to our storage room. Then we can upgrade all the pellets in our world. We're soon gonna be able to get the Mark III miners. Everything's coming together. If only this works. We'll see what's up. but everything will turn on once we connect the power. Now we have to see. So that powers on all the refineries, all of the water unpacking's moving and grooving. Yeah, you can see the empty canisters. Load balancing, we have to get, oh yeah, we have to get like a ton of the 780 belts so we can actually have this run properly, but hey, that's okay. Coal's moving. Why isn't the bauxite moving? Oh, the water's filling up. Okay, of course. Not a problem, that'll take just a moment, but soon we will get some solutions. Ooh, you better believe it, there we go. Oh, that's so cool. Got a new liquid moving and grooving. That's so exciting. Oh, I should have made industrial fluid buffer, just for the looks. Okay. Now I wonder if this is gonna work. It's gonna take a long time to see if this actually works or not. Ooh, but for now, we're moving somewhere. And there's our first little bit of scrap. Go, Scrappy, go. And then that goes down here, goes through a little bit of load balancing. Where'd it go? Somewhere. Oh, it's in there. Scooting, rooting. This is so exciting. Ooh, and we're getting our first piece of aluminum. Oh yes, dude, our first pieces of aluminum. We've done it. And then they go off into here. They go off into a couple assemblers. We have to wait again, right? Just a little bit. Ooh, but not any longer. We're getting our first sheets. My goodness. Into the Mark V age. Now this is really where if you feel like you've teched up to like tier 7 and 8. It's once you start getting these Alclad sheets, oh my gosh. They changed the game so dramatically. We can do so many things, so easy now. It's gonna be the best. We don't have to make super item bridges or anything like that with like a million Mark IV belts. We are in the future. Oh. Sorry about that. We're in the future. And we got Alclad sheets being automated. Ain't that cool, man? Ain't that cool? How many do we have so far? A handful. All right, well, it's gonna take a little while for things to warm up. Main big dealio is the Alumina Solution, and if it even works, really. But yeah, I'll monitor things for a little while and let you know how they're working. So I let this thing run for a couple hours here. All of the belts that have needed to be upgraded have been upgraded and the entire system is stuffed. So that means once we connect these Alclad sheets to the bins, everything will get running again and we can determine if our new piping method actually works out. So here's hoping. Okay, and we'll know things are working out well if we go over to the machines near the end of the production line that are using the Alumina Solution. So right now, it's pretty much just overflow. So all of the alumina starts at the end there and comes right down to here. So if this maintains its levels, that means we're in a pretty good spot. Okay, it's maintaining its levels. Does that mean this whole system just works then? And we never have to worry about anything? This seems to be working, guys. Okay, for the future, this is huge. For now, I'm just so happy I don't have to like tear up most of the system. Oh, this one's going down a bit. This one seems to be being used more. Is there maybe not? Wait. Hold up, brother. Oh yeah, that one's going down. This one's going down. This one's going down. This one's out. I think it's safe to conclude that this doesn't work. You see, the entire idea was all the machines would always be full because there's so much pressure behind here and so much fluid that's moving through that these would always be full all the time. And the fact that any are running out kind of disproves the whole theory. So I will have to redo all of the piping for the Alumina Solution. Well, I'll probably do that on like a live stream or something because you know what? I have spent many hours doing belt work today and oh man, brother, I'm pooped. I'm just happy at least we have a decent chunk of sheets. And very soon we'll have many, many more. However though, that's gonna be all here, so I hope you guys enjoyed and thank you for watching. But have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.